Hi, my name is Casey Beasley. I'm the HR coordinator. You've probably talked to me via email or maybe on the phone, but we're so excited to have you here as a sub. If you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. I'm going to talk about some policies and procedures that most directly relate to your role as a sub, but if you ever have any questions about anything specific, please let me know. So we are paid semi-monthly, and that's the 15th and the last day of each month. So if a pay day falls on the weekend or a holiday, we'll be paid the prior business day to that holiday or weekend. I try to include at least 2 weeks of sub pay on each paycheck. So depending on when the pay period falls, I'll look back and include at least 2 weeks. But if you're ever wondering which dates fall in the pay period, you can always download your pay stub on Paylocity, and in the memo section on the bottom, you'll see the dates that are included in that pay date. As a sub, you are eligible for our 403B plan, which is a 401k retirement plan for nonprofits, and you're eligible for this plan immediately upon hire. We do not offer any type of match, but if you want more information on this benefit, I can provide you with the booklet about the plan and how to enroll. And if you ever have any questions about the plan, please let me know. Our employee handbook can be found on the home section of Paylocity. There are a lot of different policies and procedures in this handbook, and if you really want some fun reading, I would recommend that you read this handbook front to back. Just kidding, that'll take you forever. If you have any specific questions about our handbook, I'd be happy to help you answer them, but we do ask that you take a look at this handbook and abide by all of the policies. One of the policies included in our employee handbook is about student relationships. So it's sometimes difficult to differentiate between your role as a school employee and a parent or a grandparent. But we ask that you use your best judgment. We do prohibit you from accepting phone calls or text messages to your personal phone or devices from students when you're acting as an employee of the school. We also prohibit you from involving yourself with relationships with students on social media. So please avoid friend requests, direct messages, anything of that nature from students. We also ask that you do not drive students in your personal car without written permission from a parent or guardian. And again, that is when you're acting as an employee of the school. If you ever have to have a meeting with a student, we require you to do it in a visible location. So you want to do it in a room that has a window, leave the door open. If you do ever have to meet with a student off campus, that meeting must be done with a parent or a guardian. And you also have to have permission from our administrative staff. Our next policy is about dress code. We require that you dress in a manner that models modesty and professionalism. And that also includes body piercings other than small piercings or nose studs. You also cannot wear shorts unless you are acting in a role like PE teacher. Capris and cropped pants are permitted as long as the attire is professional, and jeans are permitted to be worn on Friday and other occasions, and that will be approved by our superintendent. The next policy that we are going to talk about is weapons in the workplace, and our number one goal is to make the workplace and our school safe and secure. So we prohibit the possession or use of any and all types of weapons inside the building, and that includes our employees, any visitors, contractors, or vendors. And that includes guns, knives, explosives, just in case you carry around dynamite with you. You never know. And other items that are intended to inflict harm on others. And this includes weapons inside your vehicle. So if you have weapons in your vehicle and you are parked on our property, that is prohibited. We do have security that is armed, so you may see our security guards around the school with weapons, which is obviously allowed. If you have any questions about this policy, please let me know. In the event that you are ever hurt at work, you are eligible for workers' compensation. So if you do need to receive medical care, it needs to be done by one of the businesses listed below. This is also listed in every break room if you need to refer to it. If you experience a life or limb threatening emergency, then you will be transported to the nearest emergency room. But any other care for a work-related injury and follow-up care must be completed by one of the providers listed below. So if you ever receive a work-related injury, please fill out our injury report and turn it in to me, and I will get you more information about workers' compensation.